Hello everyone, this is Ecos Blacks here again. We're gonna start off with the formation lap because for some reason the game just did not record qualifying. As you can see here, we did line up P2 on the grid. We had a really good lap going. I don't know what happened in sector 3. I guess I didn't hook it up, but we came about 700ths off of Plet Master. So yeah, we're gonna line up on the grid now here. So at the premiere race, I was a little aggravated. But calm myself down, and we're ready to go here. Try and get some good points for Red Bull and ourselves with the championship, because you never know what can happen. And with the Street Circuit Tour coming up, everyone's going to try and maximize this race and next race in Britain, as there is actually a few home races next weekend in Britain. But 5 lights are out, and we're underway. And I had so much wheel spin, so yeah, I really couldn't challenge. But yeah, you can see the top 4 Alfa Romeos, Red Bulls, and my teammate is just getting swallowed up. I think he got dive bombed by somebody, and that set him off, and then he just got even dive bombed again or something. But yeah, he's still in P5, so that's good. And for the constructors, we need to do everything we can to run good. But obviously, we want to beat each other and also, win races. But we also want to help each other. As you've seen in Spa and Hungary, we definitely want to help each other, help Red Bull win. But anyways, besides that, you see Plant Master, me, G, Destroyer, and Drain, the top 5. And you're going to see that this first lap, as you see, my teammate disconnects from the lobby. So yeah, that I was pretty disappointed about that. But you can see here, I'm trying to build up some momentum for the slipstream to carry me up, because we are pretty quick in the straight line. And I was thinking go down to the inside, but I just couldn't do it. There's just really no point to try and battle there, because it would just waste his time. So the thing is, though, we have to stay in the DRS, because the DRS is so crucial around this track. You can lose up to probably 5/10 a lap just by DRS, because as you see us go for a dive here, I wasn't trying to go for that dive. I just didn't want to run into the back of him and mess myself up. So yeah, I was kind of hoping Plant Master could kind of push a bit to help us break that DRS, and that's what I was trying to do. I want him to build as big of a gap as possible, and if we couldn't break it to 3rd place, let's just try and break it to the cars behind. But you can see we got it to a 2nd here, or at least got 9/10, but I make a big mistake, and it really cost me time, and that's going to cost Plant Master time. So the gap's going to be back down to around 6/10, and yeah, I was a little annoyed by that, because I'm trying to push as hard as I can to break the DRS. You see me do a little move there to kind of let him by, but he kind of makes a good move there, and luckily passes us very, very fast. So, but he makes a mistake, and that's just going to mess us up even more. And yeah, I guess the tires were just not really worn enough right now. But yeah, see, he's going defensive, so this costs us more time. I guess he was expecting me to battle him, but I'm not trying to battle. I'm trying to break DRS, because Destroyer and Drain are actually kind of struggling to keep up. So here, you see my battery is already depleted, and when you use the battery, you're not getting it back at this track. So I decided to take the risk, but the risk did not pay off. And now we have no batteries, so we're just going to have to push pretty much every lap. And going here now, you can see, though, we are still, you see G gets a 3-second penalty, but Drain is nearly out of the DRS of Destroyer, and us 5 have broken away from the guys behind. It's just us 5 completely gone. And I think me and Plat Master do have a little bit more pace than the 3 guys behind. But you can see the gaps I am building, I am really able to pull through Sector 3. So I knew Sector 1 was just going to bring him back, but I thought if I could just get a really good Sector 2 and 3, I could definitely do something and break the DRS. You can see here, I used the battery here because well, I mean, it doesn't really affect me in any way because I have like no battery and I'm not gonna get it back, so it doesn't really stop anything. So we get a okay exit, but we have to use the battery because we actually didn't make up any time off that exit, so it was just really a mad exit. And going through here, just not really maximizing full potential, but you can see I'm still pushing, still trying to break the DRS. And really my plan here was not to break the DRS of Pledmaster. It was actually to help Pledmaster get a little bit more clean air so he could push and then break the DRS from the guys behind. And it was actually working because I think he did actually break oh no, he didn't break the DRS right here. So yeah, you can see I'm still pushing because I want Pledmaster to get all the clean air he can so he can push. And you should be able to see going through here as Chrisma gets disqualified. So that's going to be very big for Ferrari and the constructors. But you can see that the gap is 1 second now. So, or yes, just floating around 1 second. So me pushing is really helping me and Pledmaster here because he has more clean air, so he can have more of a nose to turn the car in with. But going through here, you can see the gap is 1 second to him in the car behind, and the car and his teammate actually does not get DRS on the straight, and because of that he's actually going to box and go for the medium tires. And the mediums can last from here, but it is quite a stretch. And you can see Pledmaster here, he is going to go for the move, but I was trying to use the ERS because it was just too late in the lap or straight. And you can see, yeah, I wasn't too happy about that because I was still trying to break or pull away from some guys behind us. You seen Dre in pit, and I was thinking, yeah, that just wasn't really a good move. But you can see here, Pledmaster is gonna pit, and I decide I'm gonna stick to the strategy I want to do and keep going. I was actually gonna try and stretch the sauce to like around lap 16, but you can see here the tire icon because the sauce are just such a good tire here. I want to stay on them as long as possible. So we pit, Destroyer goes on another lap, which I felt was just, it wasn't a bad strategy, honestly. I mean, it wasn't a horrible idea, but we're gonna put the mediums on and you should be able to see that car behind the Mercedes of Jesper, I believe, is Pledmaster. Jesper pits. That is Pledmaster, and I was thinking we didn't lose that much time, but it was taking us so long to get to the line. We actually did lose time there, so we lost only about 2 seconds, about 1.3 seconds. But going through here, Suzuki is gonna dive it, and I just honestly I wasn't even mad at the dive. I was kind of mad because I lost time to Pledmaster. I lost like 6/10 because of that. So I mean, I wasn't mad about the dive. I mean, he can dive it. I mean, that's completely understandable because I mean, you know, you're entitled to race. So yeah, I told Suzuki I wasn't mad at you that you did the dive. I was just kind of annoyed I'd lost time to Pledmaster, so that just made me annoyed. But you can see here there's a hard runner of Ozzy, and I saw Pledmaster get by him, and that just meant that was going to be a car between me and Pledmaster. And you see him go defensive here, and obviously that's not going to cost time because we're not going into a corner or anything. But luckily for me, he's actually keeping up with Pledmaster, and he goes defensive. I was not going to make a dive there at all, but it sets him off, and now we're going to get the crossover and just not hit his diffuser, and we're going to use all the ERS we have left. But you can see he had a lot more saved up, but we're just going to take it and keep that spot. But now we have one more lap car, and you can see that lap car, and now this is kind of where I decided to get by Pledmaster. This is the move earlier. If he wanted to do it, I would have no problem with it because, you know, we're out the DRS, so it doesn't really matter. But like I said, at the same time, I can't really be mad at him because, you know, I would do the same thing. So yeah, it's just fairness, you know. I got to be fair to him. So I mean, I did apologize after the race, and you know, I don't really think he thought I had anything to apologize for. It's just hard racing. So you see here now, Pledmaster is struggling to stay with me, and he said he knew I was faster than him, but I thought he was faster than me, to be honest. But here I'm thinking, all right, let's get a lap car or get a car between me in Player Masters. You see Mr. Hex here has still not pitted, I believe. He's actually on 22 seconds of penalties, but he was fighting pretty hard, and I could tell some of those penalties must be getting removed or something because he's fighting really hard, which I don't mind. I mean, I fought people with 20 seconds before. Well, actually, I don't really think I have, actually, because there's really no point. But luckily, he didn't really fight me or diving in there. But going through here, you see Master gets by, but he's out the 1 second range, and he gets a 3 second time penalty. So we are looking really, really good now as we have broke the DRS. I'm going to use all the battery. Well, not all the battery, I guess, but yeah. But going to here, listen to this.
Weather report.
Looks like rain is inbound, and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes till the rain. Dries seem like the fastest tire at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but or if you could read the titles, but rain is scheduled. As you can see now, rain is imminent. Jeff has said rain is imminent, and no one is going to pit for the inters. If you were going to go to the inters, the rain would have to be starting like right now. As you can see, about a lap later, it has started, but we're coming to 2 laps to go. No one is going to pit, and this was giving me flashbacks to one of my leagues on Tuesday that I lost because of it raining early in the race. It rained at probably around the same time, probably like 2 laps before, and I lost the race because I tried to stay out and stretch it. But you know, you learn from those things, and here you can see the track is getting really wet, but still there's just no point to push it. As you can still see here though, I'm pushing it. Well, I'm not really pushing it, I'm just trying to make sure the gap doesn't go too small. But yeah, I think we have this race though. It is looking good. So as long as I keep it on the track, I should be okay. So going into here, we take a pretty nice line, going pretty slow, but we lose the back end, so I had to turn left to keep the car from spinning out. And yeah, we lose a good 6 tenths, I believe, probably like 5, 6, 7 tenths there, but obviously that doesn't matter because we're good on the penalties wise. So I'm just thinking now, let's just try and get this thing to the finish and not spin out. So you can see here though, we are going through the last couple of corners, and here it does seem like we are gonna go back to back in PRL. We still have one more fast turn to go through, and now it does seem like we've done it. We are going to win the Portuguese Grand Prix in PRL Tier 1. Back-to-back wins, and not just that, Red Bull take the constructors lead because of Albeta, I believe, didn't get many points. Aussie also didn't get many points because they finished kind of bottom half of points, like around 8th or 10th or something like that. So not a lot of points for them, but yeah, the momentum is good. We are 109 points back from Destroyer, so we still can do something here. Next race is Britain, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. So we're going to see what we can do there. You're going to see the results. My teammate Jesse did get some points for us, but that's going to be it for me now. Sorry for the short video. Qualifying, like I said, just wouldn't let me record it, but I'll see you guys in Britain, and hopefully you have a nice night, nice day, wherever it is for you, and goodbye.